may all be here, right? So if you've met a new friend, I'm going to leave the door open for a bit just in case. Who knows? Let's find a comfortable seat. Everyone's more or less seated. You might want to grab a block or a bolster, right? So if you're sitting on the floor, your knees are way up above your hips. It just means you're working to hold those knees up. So if you elevate the hips, it will allow the hip sockets to go offline, which is what we're looking for. And then wiggle a little side to side. Just find a gentle forward tilt in your pelvis. And then once the low body is comfortable, find a little more lift in the center of the chest. Let the eyes close if you're comfortable. And in the gentlest possible way, start to connect with the breath, whatever that means right now. It might mean making it audible, it might not. Just notice how you feel without even practicing, just sitting down, closing the eyes, plugging into the breath. This is an amazing transformation. Let's keep the eyes closed for just a few more seconds. And if you're here in the studio this morning and would prefer not to receive a hands-on assist for any reason at all, just briefly raise one of your hands or shake your head. And if the getting an assist later doesn't work out for you, just wave me away. Just wave me away. Nice. Next inhalation, flutter the eyes open. Keep the gaze soft. We're going to take the arms to the side. If there's somebody close to you, you may have to adapt. But inhale, reach up, lift the center of the chest. And then exhale, reach forward, round the back. Nice. Inhale, swing the arms out wide. You may need to bend your elbows. Exhale, lower the fingers to the floor. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, swing the arms wide. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, swing the arms wide. Exhale, fingers to the floor. One more cycle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, swing the arms wide. And then fingers to the floor. Bring your left hand across to your outer right thigh. Find an easy twist. So inhale, try to lift out of your low back. Exhale, turn your middle ribs gently to the right. If it's comfortable, drop your left ear toward your left shoulder. Try relaxing the right arm so the elbow will bend, maybe the shoulder softens. One more breath. Slowly shift the head to neutral and then unwind. Wait for an exhale, twist the other way. So the right hand crosses. Again, start by lifting out of the low back. Use your exhale to turn the ribs to the left. And if it felt good on the first side, maybe drop the right ear. Try relaxing the left shoulder. One more breath cycle. And then head to neutral, inhale, unwind. Beautiful. Come forward onto your hands and knees. If you were sitting up on a prop, just move it to the side. And then start to move through cow and cat. So hands are shoulder width. As you inhale, extend your spine. Keep your neck long. Just lift the back of the skull. And exhale, round the back. Press the floor away with your hands. Move with the rhythm of your breath. So extending as you inhale, flexing as you exhale. But if you need to hold or think it would feel good to stay in one of these shapes a little longer, please do. So just a gentle reminder to yourself that you can and should modify this practice at any time, right? So resting or adding support props or anything else. Nice. The next time you exhale and round the back into your cat, stay there, uncurl your toes, shift your hips back to your heels, child's pose. So we're just starting really slowly. Push into the tips of your fingers. And then walk your hands over to the right. So just add a nice side stretch. Notice how this changes the breath, or if it changes the breath. With an inhale, walk the hands through the center and then slowly over to the left. Take a long, smooth breath. And then if you're ready, walk the hands back to the center, shift up onto your hands and knees, lift up, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So in down dog, pedal out the legs, bending one knee, pushing the other heel closer to the floor. Good time to remind yourself that if down dog is a pose that's uncomfortable for you, if it hurts your wrists or your shoulders, do a modified pyramid pose. So just step 1 foot forward so the weight is in the leg rather than the hands or the shoulders. Nice. If you're in a traditional down dog, try lifting your hips, pulling them away from your wrists. Let's take one more inhalation. And then exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Just walk your feet to your hands. Let's keep the feet hips width apart on this first cycle at least. Inhale, lift your heart out of the Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, do it again. Lift the heart, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. One more time, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, and then bend your knees, press into your feet, and slowly roll your spine up to standing. Turn the palms forward. Again, notice if you're right next to somebody, inhale, reach up, so reach forward. Exhale, hands to prayer, bend your knees, fold forward. Just a half sun salutation. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then straight legs this time, flat back. Come all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms to the sides. Do that same thing again. Inhale, root down, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, refold. Inhale, press into the feet, come all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms to the sides. Nice. Let's move on. Inhale, root down, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Nice. Step back to the top of the push-up. Nice. Tuck in your low ribs, lengthen out through the crown of the head. You've got 4 breaths. If this is too much, lower your knees to the mat. Notice the mat. Can you press it away with your hands? Nice. Take another deep breath. And then slowly lower down. Feel free to drop those knees first. Beautiful. Keep the hands next to the rib cage. 3 easy cobras. Inhale, peel the heart up. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale again, curl the heart away from the floor. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down, shift to hands and knees. Find your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. So we'll keep adding options. You'll choose the ones that work for you. Ignore the ones that don't. Might not know unless you try. If you need to pedal those legs again, pedal the legs again. 2 more breaths. Wait for an exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Bottom of your breath, step or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. And then strong feet, come all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms to the sides. Inhale, root down, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the heart. Nice. Step back, top of the push-up. One more time. So stay here 3 to 5 breaths, pressing the floor away, lifting your low ribs. Try not to drop your head. Take another long, smooth breath. And then if you're ready, slowly lower down to the mat. One more time, 3 gentle cobra poses. So inhale, peel your heart away from the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale one more time, Bhujangasana Cobra pose. And then exhale, either hands and knees or push to plank. Shift back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So check that your hands are at least shoulder width. If your shoulders feel a little bit crowded, take your hands a little further apart. And then see if it's easier to lift the inner upper arms. Beautiful. Take a long, smooth inhale. As you exhale, press the tops of your thighs toward the back of the space. Nice. One more breath. On the exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Bottom of the breath, walk, step, or maybe try jumping forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Come all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms to the side. Surya Namaskar A, no flourishes. Inhale, root down, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, step to plank, bend your elbows, lower through chaturanga. Come all the way down to the mat at least one more time. Low cobra pose, peel the heart up. Exhale, press the hips up and back. Nice. Now we tend to notice the legs and the hips. That's fine, do that. But also notice your hands. Can you spread your fingers a little wider? Push into the roots of your index fingers. With your palms planted, wrap your outer armpits closer to your outer calves. One more breath. On the exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Bottom of your breath, travel to the front. So walk, step, or hop. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Strong feet all the way to standing. Reach up. This time, catch your left wrist. Stretch up and then over to the right. Inhale to the center, switch. Catch the right wrist, stretch over to the left. You're only going as far as feels good. Come back to the center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your heart. Step to plank. Bend your elbows, lower to chaturanga, it's halfway down. If you're ready, roll over your toes for up dog. You never have to be ready. You can stick with low cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Same thing, hands, fingers at least spread wide. You're pushing into the roots of the index fingers. Lift your right leg straight into the air. Turn that big toe a little to the left so your hips are squared to the mat. Nice, come way up onto your left toes. Take one more breath. Nice. Step the right foot between your hands. Beautiful. Leave your left knee in the air. Let your fingertips barely touch the floor. And as you inhale, lift your gaze. As you exhale, lift your hips, straighten that right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee. Lift your heart. Exhale, lengthen the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee. One more cycle. Straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee. Lower the left knee. If it's comfortable, uncurl the toes. If you need to, you pad the knee. Inhale, lift the heart. Sweep the arms up. You got it. Catch that left wrist. Stretch over to the right. If you've got what you need, you stop. If you need more, push more into the left foot. Take one more breath. Come back to the center. Fingers to the floor. Nice. Set up an easy twist. Curl the left toes under, lift the knee. Turn your heart to the right if it's comfortable. The right hand reaches up. Gorgeous, gang. One more breath. Lower the hand. Step to plank. You can lower the hands and knees. You can bend the elbows, lower to chaturanga. Take a back bend. So that could be cow, could be cobra, or up dog. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg into the air. Come way up onto the right toes. Again, try to level your hips. Try to level your hips. Take one more breath. Nice. Place the left foot between your hands. You're in a runner's lunge. The right knee's in the air. As you inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, lengthen your left leg. Inhale, bend the left knee. Slight lift to the gaze. Gorgeous. Inhale, exhale, lengthen the leg. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, lengthen the left leg. Bend the left knee, slowly lower the right knee, low lunge. So pad the knee if you need to. Inhale, lift the heart, sweep the arms up. Catch your right wrist, stretch over to the left. And then just notice the sensation and either go deeper or back away. Take one more breath. Back to the center, fingertips to the floor. Set up your twist. Lift the right knee. Turn the heart to the left. Remember, the left hand can stop on the thigh or you can reach up to the ceiling. One more breath. Lower the hand. Step to plank. You have choices. Straight to down dog, come down, do cow, or lower with control, cobra or up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Leave your feet where they are. Walk your hands to your feet. Take hold of your big toes with your first two fingers. So bend your knees so you can grab those toes. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Keep the knees at least slightly bent. Try to soften at the base of the neck. A little more energy in your hamstrings. Beautiful. Beautiful. One more breath. Release your toes. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the front. Scan the body. Notice how it's already starting to shift. Take one more inhalation. On the exhalation, bend the knees, look forward. You decide, walk, step, or try floating forward. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Straight legs come all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, either step to plank or elbows bent, jump to chaturanga. Lower with control. So that could be hands and knees, could be chaturanga to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale the right leg into the air. Same thing. Come way up onto your left toes. Try to lift your inner right thigh. Yeah, take one more breath. And then shift to plank. Squeeze the right knee to your nose. Beautiful. Next inhale, swing the right leg up. Step the right foot forward. You're in your runner's lunge. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lengthen that right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, lengthen the right leg. One more time, bend the right knee. Now lengthen the right leg. Beautiful. This time, bend the right knee, leave the left knee in the air, float your fingertips off the floor. Nice. Take your hands, reach back alongside your hips. Just your arms move. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, slowly swing the arms back. Inhale, reach forward, get a little bit longer. Exhale, slice the hands back. One more time, inhale, reach up. Lift your heart. High lunge, straighten your right leg. Now bend your right knee, cactus those arms. If you need to go woohoo, go woohoo. Straighten the leg, reach up. Exhale, bend the knee, cactus the arms. Chad is doing it. I don't know why you aren't. One more breath. Now bend the right knee, cactus the arms. Reach behind, interlace your fingers, right thumbs on top, push through your knuckles, lift your heart. Beautiful. Nice. One more breath. Now stay here or tip your heart forward. Warrior three with the hands behind the back. Come up onto the right foot, swing your left leg up. One more breath. Step back, find a high lunge. Swing your arms up alongside your face. Exhale, bring your fingertips to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Straight to down dog or bend your elbows lower with control. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. When you're ready, lift your left leg. Beautiful. Remember, we're adding options. Ignore them when they don't work for you. Exhale to plank, squeeze the knee to your nose. Nice. Inhale, the leg lifts. Exhale, step the foot forward, runner's lunge. Fingers are barely touching the floor. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lengthen your leg. Woohoo, bend the knee, lift your heart. Exhale, lengthen the leg. They don't write lyrics like that anymore. Bend the knee, lift your heart. Exhale, lengthen that leg. Beautiful. Inhale, bend your left knee, leave it where it is. Float your fingers off the floor. Now reach toward the back of the space. As you inhale, the arms reach forward. Exhale, slowly swing the arms back. Inhale again, reach forward, get a little longer. Exhale, slice the hands back. Inhale, reach forward, lift your heart, high lunge. Straighten your left leg. Bend your left knee, cactus your arms. Straighten your left leg, reach up. Bend the knee, cactus the arms. There's an implied please at the end of each one of these. Straighten the leg, reach up. Bend the knee, cactus the arms. Reach behind, clasp your hands. The left thumb's on top. Lengthen your arms. So remember, if balance is tricky, stay here. If balance is solid, heart forward, warrior three. Shift your heart forward, lift your right leg. No one is keeping track. One more breath. Step back, find your high lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Plank pose. You can go straight to down dog. You can rest in child's pose or add a back bend. Gorgeous. Downward facing dog. If anyone needs me to turn up the heat, let me know. Again, hands are at least shoulder width. If you feel crowding in the shoulder socket, slide the hands a little further apart. One more. Actually, walk your hands back to your feet. Nearly screwed up this whole sequence. Nice. Turn your toes out. Come down into a squat. So just start in a catcher's squat. See how that feels. Beautiful. And you might just stop here, or if your knees, your hips permit, you bring the hips lower. You can always sit on a block. Try bringing your hands to prayer. Notice if your shoulders are hunching up, right? So you look like a really annoyed child. Lift your heart. Hug your hips together. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Try lifting the heart a little higher. See what happens. Biofeedback. Nice. Now stay here or stretch the arms forward. Let your back round. Sort of like a weird squatting version of cat pose. One more breath. Try to breathe all the way to the tip of the tailbone. And then slowly lengthen the legs, parallel your feet. Downward facing dog. I'm ready. Gorgeous. Lift your right leg, bend the knee, try stacking your hips. Nice. And then as you push that right knee up, try to make your left leg a little longer. Nice. Take another deep breath. Now stay in control, level your hips. On your exhale, bring the right knee toward the right shoulder. If you want to add a push-up, it's a good time. Inhale the right leg into the half the room's like, why would I do that? And then step that right foot forward, warrior two. So take your left heel closer to the back edge of your mat, swing the left arm up, and then back. Nice. Now feel your feet, right? I know it seems silly, but you want to push harder into your left foot, maybe dig a little more into your right heel. So there's your foundation. Relax at the base of the neck. Keep the neck soft, but lengthen those upper arms. All right. Take another deep breath. Flip this right palm up, reach up and over, reverse your warrior, please. Keep wedging that outer left foot into the floor. Take one more breath. Nice. Now come back to warrior two. You may need to grab a block. Listen, triangle. Straighten your right leg. You're going to nudge your left hip back. Drop your right fingers down to your shin or maybe a block. So if it's hard, grab a block. Try to stack your ribs over the right thigh. And then roll the right ribs closer to your left fingers. Gorgeous. Take your left hand now all the way to the front of the room. Feel that stretch. Take one more breath. Then find a lunge. So look down, bend the right knee, let your hands touch the floor. Left heel will lift. Add a twist. The right hand to your thigh or the right hand reaches up to the ceiling. Gorgeous, gang. One more breath. Lower the hand, step back, top of the push-ups. Bring your knees to the floor. Modified side plank. Swing your left shin behind you. If you're in the studio, turn to face the window, straighten your right leg. Now push into your right foot. Feel the stretch in the right side body. Stop here or step your left foot under your right. So the word or means or. One more breath. Reach to the front of the space. Look down. Plank. Straight to downward facing dog or sneak in a back bend. Yeah, make sure you sneak it though. Don't tell anyone that you're doing it. Beautiful. Lift that left leg in the air. Bend the knee, try stacking your hips. And we're doing two things, lifting the left knee, lengthening the right leg. Gorgeous. One more breath. Stay in control, level those hips. Exhale, left knee toward the left shoulder. There's a push-up option. Inhale the leg into the air. Watching Megan's foot. Beautiful. And then warrior two, so it doesn't kick me in the face. That's, yeah. Right heel dials closer to the back edge of the mat. Same thing. Find your feet. They really drive the pose. Push harder into the outer edge of that right foot. And dig into your left heel. Stop trying at the base of the neck. There we go. One more breath. Flip your left palm up, reach straight up, or try reaching closer to the back of the room. So reversing your warrior. Long, smooth breaths, filling out the lungs, relaxing at the base of the, yeah, I'll just stay. One more breath. Back to warrior. Straighten your left triangle. So nudge your right hip back. Stay a little higher, right? Don't try to touch the floor. Slide your fingers to your shin or to that block. And then squeeze this left hip under and roll your left ribs all the way up to your hand. Does that feel good? Should feel good. Take another deep breath. Take the right hand, reach all the way to the front of the room. One more breath. Find your lunge. So look down, let your hands touch the floor. There we go. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling. You got it. One more breath. Lower the hand, step back, top of the push-up. Hands and knees. The right shin kickstands behind you. Left leg is straight, so you're facing away from the windows if you're in the studio. Now just push into your left foot and see how that feels. Maybe stop, or maybe step the right foot under the left. They are different choices. Left hand reaches to the front of the room. When you're ready, find plank. And then come onto your stomach. Locust, Shalabhasana, arms alongside the rib cage, forehead starts on the mat. Lift your legs. Now peel your heart up, maybe the floor. If you are not breathing, try breathing. One more breath. Cobra, toes to the floor, hands near the rib cage, lift your heart, right? The not breathing is like, please let this be over. Please let this be over. Don't let it be over. Pick the hips up, find downward facing dog. Beautiful. Walk your hands to your feet. Come back down into your squats. Remember, you have choices. The catcher squat, a little bit lower. Maybe the hands are in prayer. Surly child, happy child. Hug your hips closer. Now stop here or stretch the arms forward. Try crow. Round your back, palms to the floor, knees to the upper arms. Try leaning forward. And maybe, just maybe, pick your toes off the mat. Lift your toes. Don't pick your toes. That's gross. Take another deep breath. Sorry, Alice, I told you we made you giggle. Nice. Feet to the floor, straighten the legs. Palms underneath the feet. Nice. Padahastasana. You're standing on your palms. The toes are pushing down. Make little circles with the crown of your head. So you're just convincing your neck to lengthen. Switch the direction of the circles. Let the head dangle. Take one more breath. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Now you bend your knees, look forward, walk, step, or float to the front. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold straight legs. Come all the way to standing, reach up. Slide your hands to prayer. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. Try to stack your upper body over your heels. We build in these moments to remind ourselves this is a breathing practice, right? It doesn't look like a breathing practice because we do all these weird things, but it's a breathing practice. Yeah, flutter the eyes open. Find tree. So you're standing on your right foot, kick up your left heel, turn the knee out, stop. Or use your core muscles, pick up your left knee, pick it up higher. Place the foot anywhere at all on that right leg. Just see where it lands. Get really curious. If the knee is swinging forward, dial it out to the side and then hug in. Maybe try reaching up. Should have let it go. Take another deep breath. Yoga is everywhere. Dial the knee forward. Bring your arms alongside your body. If you like clasping the hands, clasp the hands again. Warrior 3, heart forward, left leg back. I know. I love that variation. Take another deep breath. High lunge, step back, left toes are on the floor. Swing the arms up. Straighten your right leg. We're pivoting to the left, so turn away from the windows if you're in the studio. Drop your hands to your hips. Now inhale, squeeze the elbows back. Keep your chest broad. Exhale, fold. Place your hands on the mat. Nice. Now lift your heart. As you lift your heart, squeeze your hips down and then bend your elbows and fold. So you want your legs to do the work, but your shoulders will try to take over. Take another deep breath. One more. Hands under the shoulders, lift your heart. Engage your core, bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way to standing. Bum, bum. Open those arms. Turn the right toes forward. Kick your left heel back. Warrior 2. There we go. Rest when you need to. Flip the right palm up. Reverse your warrior. And then cartwheel your hands to the floor. Face the front of the space. Lower your left knee. Bring your hands to the top of your right thigh. Beautiful. Go ahead, squeeze the shoulders up. I know. And then allow the shoulders to relax. It feels better. Stop or take your left hand, catch your left foot. Shift the heel closer to your glutes. If your knee complains, let go of the foot. Maybe reach up. Beautiful. Lift the center of the chest. One more breath. I know this pose should make you feel like dancing. Release the right foot. Oh, it's the music. Release the foot, back foot, half split. Shift your left hip over the knee. Lengthen your right leg. Take blocks, place them under your hands if you're feeling unstable. Closer to your hip. Shift your heart forward. Nice. Now either just stop here or curl your left toes under and maybe start to scoot your right foot forward. It might be an inch, it might be a foot. You might end up in the full splits. You're not going to get a prize. Sing along. 2 more breaths. I really wish I could sing along. Nice. But Leilani told me no singing. Lift your gaze, rock forward, right foot's on the floor, standing splits, kick your left leg into the air. She's wise. She's very wise. Beautiful. One more breath. Like, what's the expression? Oh, the humanity. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Come all the way to standing. Reach up. Slide your hands to prayer. Close the eyes. Come back to your breath. So in the middle of all of the distraction, right? And we're creating the distraction for ourselves with the poses, we come back to the breath. It's really the point of our practice. Yeah. Now stay calm, flutter the eyes open, find your tree. So you're standing on your left foot, you pick up the right heel, dial the knee out. This is tree. Or hoist the knee up, place the foot on your left leg, hug into the midline, maybe reach up. Even as you reach up, relax the shoulders away from the neck. I know, just these tiny adjustments. One more breath. Now dial the knee forward. Beautiful. Reach behind, clasp the hands, or just leave the arms alongside the rib cage. Warrior three. Right leg back, tip the heart forward. I know, isn't it weird? I love that clasp. High lunge, right toes to the floor, arms alongside the face. It's just a transition. Straighten your left leg, pivot to your right, hands back to the hips. When you're ready, fold forward. Try sliding your hands down your legs. Take hold of your calves or your feet. If this doesn't work for you, do something else. Just place the hands on the mat. Check in with your shoulders. If they're clenching into your neck, try to use your legs more. One more breath. Lift your heart. Bring the hands to the hips. Come all the way to standing. Find warrior two. So open the arms, turn the left toes forward. Again, kick that right heel slightly back. Here's your exit. Flip your left palm up, reach up and over. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands to the floor. Face the front of the space. Lower your right knee. Start with your hands on your left thigh. If you just pull the left heel toward the right knee, that will take you deeper. So that's either enough for you or you're reaching back for the right foot, shifting it forward. Maybe the left arm reaches up. Beautiful. So breathe into your right quads, the front of the thigh. Take another deep breath. If it's time, lower the left hand, release the right foot. Find your half split. So remember, you might need to pad the knee on this side, even if you didn't on the other. I'm a big fan of adding energy in this pose, pulling that front heel back, shifting the heart forward. It doesn't make it easier. It does make it more sustainable, right? So you're building functional flexibility. Nice. Maybe curl the right toes under, scoot that left foot forward just a little or a little bit more. One more breath, maybe two. Nice. Now, when you're ready, lift your gaze, standing split. So bring your left foot flat onto the floor, kick your right leg into the air. One more breath. Step the feet together. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Deep into those knees now, chair pose. It's only chair number two, right? Beautiful. Hands to prayer. Nice. Push your hips back and then twist. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. Lengthen your spine. So it will want to curl. Try to lengthen. Feel how much better that actually feels. Take another deep breath or just pretend that it feels better. Nice. Back to the center. Arms alongside the face. Stand all the way up. Cactus your arms at the top. Broaden your chest. Reach up. Then your knees sink chair. Hands to prayer. Push your hips back, twist to the left, right elbow to that left knee. Again, notice if you're trying to curl over the thigh, lengthen. One more breath. Back to the center, arms alongside the face. Wait for the inhale, stand up, cactus the arms. Think of camel pose. It's easier to think of Paris. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Low lunge. Step your left foot back, bring the knee to the floor. So we've been here. Right hand's going to start on the right knee. Try to push the knee out. At the same time, press the hand in. Swing your left arm up. Twist. Left elbow cuts across. Hands find prayer. Again, notice if you're curling over the thigh, lift your heart, turn your left ribs toward your thumbs, and then this is a great place to stop or add a lot of instability. Curl your left toes under, lift that knee off the mat. I don't know, read a newspaper later. Do we need more instability? Not sure. Not sure. One more breath. Look down, bring your hands to the floor, and then everyone lift your hips, straighten your legs, pyramid. So step your left heel in at least 5 inches, get it on the mat. Nice. Place a block under your left hand. You can always toss it to the side. Right hand to the hip. Revolved triangle. So lengthen your spine, turn your heart to the right. One more breath. If you're wondering what that reference to instability was, we can explain it later. Take one more breath. It won't take long. Lower the hand. Nice. Now do the same thing balancing on one foot. Revolved half moon. Walk your hands out in front of you. Pick your left leg up, hip height. Maybe add this twist. Take the right hand back to your hip or back up to the ceiling. Nice, Megan. Take another deep breath. And then lower the hands, step your feet together. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold, straight legs. Come all the way to standing, reach up. Exhale, fold, all the way forward. Come lift up halfway, step your right foot back, low lunge. So again, place your left hand on your outer left knee, press the knee out, push the hand in, swing your right arm up. Nice. I'm working on like being, doing technical manuals. Bring the right elbow across for a twist so the hands can come to prayer. And then either stop here or curl those right toes under, lift the knee, right? So or really does mean or. And it doesn't mean force the body to do what you did on the first side. Nice, take one more breath. I think I can go to work at IKEA. Yeah, look down, hands to the floor, lift your hips, straighten that left leg, step your right foot in. Beautiful. Pyramid pose. So make sure your right heel's on the floor. Grab a block, place it under your right hand. Again, if you don't need it, you'll just move it to the side. Left hand starts on the hip, revolve triangle. Turn your heart to the left, maybe reach up. Beautiful. Almost done, warming up. One more breath. Slight variation on the, yeah. And then bend that left knee, walk your hands forward, revolved half moon. So the right leg lifts just parallel to the floor. Left hand reaches up to the ceiling or stops on the hip. This is definitely a sing-along opportunity. One more breath. Lower the hands, step the feet together. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Come all the way to standing. Nice. Now I hope you liked that because you're going to do the same thing but balancing on one foot. So pick up your left knee. Take your left hand, either reach for the knee or reach down, catch the foot, extend the leg. Right arm reaches to the right. Right hip doesn't move, we hope. Take the left leg to the left. If you're pressing the foot into the hand, it will make it so much easier to stand up. Draw the leg in, switch hands. So if the leg was straight and it's hard, bend the knee. Take the left arm, reach up, find your twist, then extend the arm. Do not bite off that lower lip unless you really want to. One more breath. Come back to the center. Lower the left foot. Doesn't get easier, just pick up the right knee. Right hand grabs the knee or right hand grabs the foot, extend the leg. Left arms to the left. Here's your counterbalance. Take the right leg off to the right. Look like you're posing for Instagram. I know. One more breath. TikTok, draw the leg in, switch hands. Michael is active on TikTok. Right arm reaches up, turn your heart to the right, maybe reach back. Look forward, lower the foot. Wiggle your shoulders, shake out your hips, look ridiculous with your face. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Let's fold forward. Come up halfway. Step back to plank. Come all the way down onto your stomach. Oh. Okay, prop yourself up on your forearms. Wow, Sphinx pose, right? So look inscrutable. Broaden across your collarbones. Yeah, I know. Just don't be scrutable. Nice. Tuck in your low ribs. Now, as an experiment, lift your elbows barely off the mat. Check in with your low back. If it feels gripping, you're not using your core. You may need to bring your elbows to the mat. If it feels good, lengthen your arms. If you're only pretending that it feels good, bend your elbows. Yeah, one more breath. I know, slowly lower down. Shalambhasana again, arms alongside the rib cage, reach back, lift your legs, pick up your heart. Now stop here or bend your knees and see if you can catch hold of your feet. And if you can't, it is not a crisis. Let go. Lift your heart. Kick your feet toward the back of the room. There are actual crises in the world. Not grabbing your feet does not count. Take one more breath. Inhale, release. Cobra, hands near the rib cage. Lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. That looked like so much fun. Let's do it one more time. Reach back, bend the knees, catch the feet, lift up. Kick your feet all the way to the back of the room. No singing. No singing. One more breath. Maybe inside your head. Lower down, cobra pose. Do you have a theme song? Nice. Downward facing dog. Everyone needs a theme song. Nice. Gorgeous. One more breath. Bend your knees, look forward, bring your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. This is Lynn's request. Chair pose. Beautiful. And then slowly bring those hips down to the floor. If you get stuck, use your hands. Boat. So in boat, your toes can touch the floor. You can lift your toes. You can grab your knees. You can stretch your arms forward. You can lengthen the legs. You can look super angry, right? Who doesn't like an angry boat? Nice. Take another deep breath. Feet a little wider than the hips. Bring your feet to the floor. Reverse table. So bring your hands behind you. Turn the fingers to point all the way back, all the way back. And then lift the heads of the arm bones, roll them back so you have a nice broad chest. Now you're going to stay here if you have wrist issues, or pick up your hips, shift your knees, then lift your hips, slide your throat back. Keep widening the front of your shoulders. Just one more breath. Slowly lower down. Nice. Use your core muscles, lower your spine onto the floor. Again, if you need to, use your hands or use your arms. At some point, step your heels under your knees. Now, robot arms. Bend the elbows, squeeze your elbows into the mat. As you exhale, pick up your hips. Beautiful. Pick up your hips. Move your chest toward your forehead. Keep pulling the elbows down. One more breath. Slowly lower the hips. Nice. Stretch your arms toward the front of the room. Come back up. Boat pose. So choose, right? Your boat doesn't have to be the same. Doesn't have to be more intense. Maybe what you need is less intense, like a little dinghy. Take another breath. I'm not going to say the next sentence. Nice. Feet to the floor, reverse table. So if it felt good to point the fingers straight back, do that again. It externally rotates the shoulders, or try turning them out to the sides, pick up your hips. The shoulders will want to roll in, widen the fronts of your shoulders. If you can, lift your hips another ½ inch. Nicely. So one more breath. Lower the hips. Bring your spine onto the floor. Bridge pose. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. So when you're ready, make like a robot. Pick up your hips. Nice. Now stay here, pulling the wrists down to the elbows, or drop your hands, grab your mat, pull it toward your shoulders. Toward your shoulders. So you are broadening the chest. Take another deep breath. And then slowly lower down. I saw some anxious faces that, we might not do another boat. So come back up, boat. Beautiful. Just one more. Just one more. Pretend it's the last one ever. Yeah, what if? What if this was your last boat ever? How would you want to remember it? Fondly? One hopes? Take another deep breath. Lisa's like, no. Actually, I just want to burn that thing down. Feet to the floor, reverse table. Hardest version is to turn the fingers forward. Notice how you have to work to broaden the fronts of the shoulders. So you might leave the hips down or pick them up. Try to lift your hips as high as your knees. Remember the word breathing? One more actual breath. Slowly lower down, come onto your back. Very good news. We're not coming back up into a boat. Bridge pose. Bridge pose. So the elbows can be bent. You can grab the mat or reach underneath. Try clasping the hands. You're trying to move the back of your heart toward the front of your heart. Try rooting the upper arms just a little more into the mat. Oh, yeah. One more breath. Release the hands, slowly lower down. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, press your thighs toward your shins. But you want your lower abdominals engaged. And then slowly slide the hands down. Relax. Nice. Take your right ankle, figure 4, place it on top of your left thigh. Nice. Just leave your arms on the floor. Try pressing the right knee closer to the front of the room. And this is going to give you useful information. If you feel pain in the knee, you're not going to go any further. You're just going to take your right palm and gently roll the inner thigh out to the right. If your right knee is comfortable, leave your arms on the floor. As you exhale, draw the left knee toward your shoulder. As you inhale, bring the left big toe back to the mat. Exhale, squeeze the left thigh toward the chest. Inhale, left big toe taps the mat. Exhale, squeeze the leg in. Inhale, tap the mat. Last time, squeeze the leg in. This time, bring your fingertips to your left thigh or maybe to your left shin. Squeeze your shoulders up to your jaw and then relax them. Check that your right foot is flexed. And then just notice, where are your knees, right? If they're drifting to the right, nudge that left knee to the left. Two more breaths, maybe 3. Loosen your grip. Nice. Bring the left foot to the floor. Nice. Now take your right ankle off the left thigh. Reach to the back of the right thigh. Draw the leg in toward your chest. And extend your left leg onto the mat. If this creates stress in your low back, step the foot in. You're going to stop right here. If you can, lift your chest and then wrap your forearms behind your right thigh. Lower your head back to the mat. On your inhale, extend your right leg. It might not get all the way to straight. Bend that right knee. Inhale, lengthen the leg. If you're looking for more, flex the foot. Inhale, bend the knee. Now straighten the right leg, kick through the heel. Release your elbows if you have them. Slide your right hand up the right leg. Take your left hand to your hip and take your right leg a little further off to the right. So that might just be a third of the way to the floor. Probably no more than half the way. Try dropping your left hip. You want to turn your gaze, just look softly off to the left. One more breath. Draw the leg in, bend the right knee, catch it with your left hand, take it across the body for the twist. So this is your third version of this shape at least. Right hand reaches to the right. Turn your gaze to the right. Use your left fingers. Try to pull your left or right thigh closer to your right knee. Now shift your right hip closer to your left big toe. Just one more breath. Look at the ceiling, release your left hand, bring the right foot back to the floor, shift those hips back to neutral, and then take your left ankle, place it on top of the right thigh. So same thing, push the knee toward the front of the room. If there's pain, if there's discomfort in the left knee, use your left fingers, dial the inner thigh to the left. Do not go further. If your knee is comfortable, draw your right knee toward your right shoulder. And as you inhale, bring the big toe back to the floor. Exhale, squeeze the legs in. So notice how you're lubricating that left hip. Bring the big toe back to the floor, working your core. Exhale, right knee to the shoulder. Inhale, right big toe to the floor. Last time, draw the right knee in. Now slip your fingers behind that right thigh or reach to the shin. Again, hike your shoulders up toward your jaw and then relax them. You want to nudge your right knee to the right. Two or three more breaths. If you're ready, loosen your grip. Bring your right foot to the floor. Nice. Swing that left foot off the right thigh. Now reach to the back of the left thigh. Hug the leg into your chest. If it's comfortable, extend your right leg. If you can, you're going to lift your chest, wrap your forearms behind the left thigh, and then lower the upper body back to the mat. Inhale, extend the leg. As you exhale, bend the knee, let the heel drop. Inhale again, extend the leg, maybe push through the heel. Exhale, bend the knee. Last time, hold, extend the leg, push through the heel. Sneak your left hand higher up the leg, bring your right hand to your hip. Beautiful. Start to move the left foot to the left. Try to keep your right hip heavy. So probably that left leg doesn't make it any further than halfway to the floor. You might turn your gaze to the right. Look up, draw the leg in, bend the knee, catch it with your right hand. Left arm's off to the left. Draw that left knee across. And remember, we're not going to jam the knee to the floor. We're going to use the fingertips to lengthen the thigh out toward the knee. And then shift the hip closer to your right big toe. You're either looking up or softly off to the left. One more breath. Shift the gaze to neutral. Release the right hand. Draw the left knee over the hip. Draw the right knee to join it. And then happy baby. So either wrap your forearms around your thighs again, like you just did, or reach up, catch your feet, and then press your legs up toward the ceiling. So your hands are just automatically pulling down. Keep pressing the legs up. One more breath. Have a good trip. And then slip your hands behind your thighs. If it's comfortable, you're going to rock yourself up to a seat. If that's not comfortable, roll to one side, find your way to a seat. She's just going to see Saturday Night Live. Nice. Right leg is straight. I know. Can all say it. We hate you. All right. We don't. Step the left foot in, tuck that heel in your inner right thigh. So it's like tree. Notice your pelvis, right? The top of the pelvis here wants to rock back. So wiggle your sitting bones back. So much better. Now lengthen forward. Your gaze is down at the right shin. You can slide the hands down the leg. You might just place your fingers on your ankle or maybe pull your tights back so you can grab your calf. But see if you can use your abdominal muscles more than you're using your shoulders. Uh-huh. Take another deep breath. Inhale, slowly sit up. Beautiful. Just switch the sides. Take the left leg forward. Tuck the right heel in the inner left thigh. Wiggle those sitting bones back so your low back is nice and long. Keep it long. Extend over the leg. Add your hands in some way that's helpful. No pressure though. Take another deep breath, maybe two. Slowly start to sit up. Beautiful. We're just going to lift the right knee, place that foot outside the left knee. You can keep this left leg straight or you can lean to the left, bring the heel back next to your right hip. Nice. Come into a twist. Take your left arm, either wrap it around your right shin or use the elbow, hook the outer knee. Remember that very first twist at the start of class. Lift out of your low back. Turn your middle ribs a little more to the right. Take one more breath. And as you inhale, unwind. Beautiful. You're going to bring your hands off to the left. Stay low. Pick up your hips. Turn all the way around. Voila. You switch the sides. If it didn't happen, left foot is outside the right knee. Right arm either cradles this left shin or the elbow hooks the knee. Folks at home, I highly recommend a sandbox. Nice lift out of the low back. Twist just a little bit more. One more breath. Unwind. Face forward. Stretch your legs forward, please. And then there are people to either side. You may have to negotiate a little bit. We're going to separate the feet at least wider than the hips. If it's comfortable, find about a 90-degree angle between the inner thighs. Wiggle those sitting bones back. Nice. Now turn to face your right leg. Bring your hands to the floor on either side of the leg. Start to fold over the leg. So it might be a little bit more. Now pull your right heel in toward your hip. Pull it in toward your hip. And you can just say out loud, you don't really want to do that. Nice. But do it anyway. One more breath. Nice. Now stay here to protect your low back or lift up just enough that you can sneak the right arm inside the right leg. You might actually bring it to the floor. Left hand starts on the hip. Roll your right ribs up toward your left ribs. Now push your right sitting bone toward your right heel. Take the left arm, reach up and off to the right. Yeah. Couple more breaths. Keep rolling the right ribs up toward the left ribs. Yeah, take the left hand, reach up, sit up, turn to face the left leg, switch. So we fold over the leg, and then you're flexing your hamstrings. So you do that by pulling the heel in. Can you feel how your hamstrings are actually working? And you're protecting them rather than stretching a passive leg. Take one more breath. Remember, this is a nice neutral choice, so stop or tuck the left arm inside, roll the left ribs up, and then push your left sitting bone toward your left heel. The right arm might reach up and over. So pushing into the left sitting bone allows you to find length in the left side body, not just the right side body. One more breath. Right hand reaches up. Let it pull you up to a seat. Nice. Bring your hands behind you. Heels of the hands close together. Broaden your chest. Pull your upper arm bones down. Close your eyes. And take at least 3 long ujjayi breaths. So make your breath audible. Keep pulling the upper arm bones down. You can stay here. You can take a couple more breaths, or you can flutter the eyes open, pull your heels in, start to tip your heart forward. So it might just be a little, or it might be easy for you to bring your forearms down. Some of you might lower your forehead closer to the mat. We're not going to force it to get there. Two more breaths. Nice, gang. Slowly make your way back up to a seat. Baddha Konasana. So bring the bottoms of your feet together. You can leave them further forward. You can try to pull the heels in. You might wiggle your sitting bones back, tip the heart forward. And just like we did a moment ago, you can leave the hands behind you, or you can bring the heart out over the legs, stretch forward, drop your chin, and then press your heels together. You're not clicking. It's not Dorothy and Oz. Just press them together. Two more breaths. Slowly start to sit up. Beautiful. Take hold of your knees, lift them, and then catch hold of your shins. Hang on. Push your knees forward and roll your spine down onto the mat. Notice how much the knees want to drift toward the chest. Keep pressing them into your hands. Nice. Now try to leave the knees. Bring your arms down to the floor. Maybe take them off to the sides or find a goalpost shape. If you can, extend both legs up into the air. And then you choose. It might feel good to point the feet, stretching the tops and the fronts of the ankles, or to kick the heels up, stretching your calves. Just like we did sitting up, close your eyes and make your breath audible. Two more breaths. But if you start to tire, come down at any point. If you'd like to leave the legs in the air longer, that's fine. If you're ready to come down, just bend one knee at a time and then lower one foot at a time. Tip your knees together. Step your feet out a little wider than your hips. And then place your right palm on your low belly. You may need to adjust the elbow to make your shoulder comfortable. Place your left hand on your heart. Same thing here, maybe Take the elbow a little wider. Make sure your neck is long and comfortable. Long, smooth inhalation. Notice how at the end, your belly lifts your palm. On the exhale, that palm sinks. Maybe even the left hand. 3 more breaths. You can stay in this shape. You could bring both hands down onto your stomach. You can stretch the arms out to the side, turning the palms up. Maybe stretch out the legs. Just find a shape in which you can completely relax for just the next few minutes. Remember this feeling. Remember that it's actually always there for you. Calmly deepen the breath. Move the tips of your toes. Stretch out your fingers. And then draw the legs together. Take the arms over the head. Get as long as you can get. If your knees are bent, just keep them bent. And then step the feet in, roll to your right. And when it feels right, shift to a seat. And let's take one last breath to seal the practice. Deep, deep inhalation. Open the mouth, send it out. We open the eyes. We salute one another. Namaste. Thanks, friends. Thanks so much. Let me know if you had questions, requests for next time, more boat, more chair. Yeah. All Beyonce. I like it. I like it. It's a little harder than it sounds because it's pretty upbeat. Like me, like me. People find all that upbeatness a little hard, but yeah. All right.